At a Brantford, the Burger Barn, East 1 Construction, number 10 of downtown, Mitch Brown. Those are the 20 cars ready to go 25 laps in the A main for the Patriot Sprint Tour versus the Kool Kidz CorrPAK Sprint Cars. The Strickland GMC pace truck will lead them down the backstretch. And this time we're going to get you, the fans, to wave them on. Ladies and gentlemen, they're 4 wide and fancy for you, the fans. This is the Patriot Sprint Tour versus the Kool Kidz Ice and Water CorrPAK Merchandising Sprint Cars. White flag goes up in the air. Next time by, we're going green flag racing, 25 laps in this one. 10 rows of beautifully prepared sprint cars ready to come to life. Mitch Brown, Dylan Westbrook on the front row. Kyle McKenzie's with double greens in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation. Across the stripe for lap number 1. Dylan Westbrook is your leader. Mitch Brown in second. Brian Howland right there on the inside of Brown. He'll look for the second spot down off the backstretch. Across the stripe, lap number 2. Dylan Westbrook is your leader. Brian Howland running in second. Mitch Brown right now in third. Tyler Hendricks fourth. And here comes the juice. Jared Zimbardi working the outside line. He'll go wheel to wheel with Hendricks into 3.
This track has dried up just a little bit, fairly dusty out here for the drivers. They'll have to search around to try to find some grip. But it is a wide racetrack. It's the same for everybody. A little bit of a bump down the inside of turn number 1, but otherwise a great racing surface.
Dylan Westbrook started on the outside of the front row, and he has pulled away to a nice size advantage for Brian Howland in that second spot. Mitch Brown has settled into third, and then it's side by side for fourth and fifth. It's Hendricks and the Juice almost tagged the wall in corner 2.
Great side-by-side battle between the 0-1 of Mikey Krutchka and the 110 of Jacob Brown. That's deeper in the top 10. That's a battle for ninth.
Westbrook halfway down the backstretch, and he is about to catch some laugh traffic. He's up in the high lane, as is Brian Howland, as they come down across the stripe to complete lap number 6. Troubles in corner 2. Stan Senkin goes around and right in front of the leader.
He'll come to rest in turn 2, pointed the wrong direction. Everybody able to get woed up and take evasive action. 6 laps complete in the sprint car main event, and we are under yellow.
Well, guys, I don't think anybody got a piece of the Zankin 27. Just a quick loop here in turn number 2. They should be able to just get them pushed off. Once the field goes by, we'll get them locked back in and turn them loose once again. So they'll back up here on the Zankin machine and get him ready to go. He will lock it back into gear. And it should be all from turn 2, guys.
Yeah, it looked like an innocent spin there, Clint. He was up in the middle groove and thankfully came to rest. Quite often it's impressive to see a driver try to keep a car running and keep it going after doing a 360, but it's havoc when the race leaders are coming up at ludicrous speed and they have to try to guess where a car is going to wind up.
And the Patriot Sprint Tour Canada swing is brought to you by Fine Touch Collision.
I've only been to a couple of races at Brockville. My parents used to live pretty close to Brockville down in Lyndhurst, Ontario. But great facility, great atmosphere.
That's why they call it Brock Vegas. What happens in Brock Vegas stays in Brock Vegas. And tomorrow night I'm sure there'll be a another host of cars down there. Of course, the Eastern Ontario contingent will be down there, the likes of Rick Wilson and such, Chris Jones.
We're going to go green. Dylan Westbrook in the 47 leads the way, but Brian Howland, a Patriot hot shoe, runs in second.
Green goes back in the air, single file past the cone, and Dylan Westbrook goes to the top shelf. And as Brian Howland on the bottom got a good run, he'll drop even, but Westbrook shoots back by down the backstretch.
Zimbardi got around Mitch Brown on the bottom, and look at Hoddick in the block number 49. Bonsai move to the inside.
So it's Dylan Westbrook, your leader, Howland in second. The Juice now, Jared Zimbardi in third. Scott Kruder running fourth, and Mitch Brown holding on to fifth. But here comes Chris Steele trying to poke his nose in there.
Chris Steele working the bottom. The top three have pulled away a little bit from Hoddick, who's trying to hold off Mitch Brown in the 10. Chris Steele in the 80, and Tyler Hendricks.
Westbrook right up on that top shelf, running the rim around this track with Howland in second, and Zimbardi trying to find something on the bottom lane, both down in 1 and 2 and in 3 and 4. Right now he's hanging with Howland down the backstretch. He's right there.
Mikey Crutchka got into the bottom of 1 and 2, and that car jumped up in the air, gave him a real handful as Zimbardi trying to battle with Howland in the 51. Just can't quite get the momentum he needs.
Very impressive run for Dylan Westbrook. When you're leading Brian Howland and Jared Zimbardi, you're doing something, and he is hooked up on that outside line. So it's Westbrook, Howland, Zimbardi, your top three as the leaders again begin to catch that lap traffic.
Have a look at Hoddick in the 49. He has found something up on the high side. They're calling it Scott Kruder, but is it Scott or is it? We're hearing, yes, Scott Kruder.
Westbrook has caught the back of the field. First up will be the 21J and the 27Z, Zenkin and Burbridge. Westbrook rips by both of them, and now will work in the back end of Lee Winger.
Just ahead of the leader, Westbrook. Lee Winger in that number 2 machine, as it'll be heavy traffic for the remainder of this race for the leaders.
14 laps on the board, 11 laps left to go in this one. Dylan Westbrook is your leader, Brian Howland second, Jared Zimbardi right now running in third, Scott Kruder is fourth, fifth at the line is Mitch Brown, sixth Chris Steele, seventh Tyler Hendricks, eighth is Mikey Crutchka, ninth Jim Hoopanen, and 10th Corey Turner.
Westbrook closing in on a side-by-side battle between Gartley in the 6 and Jamie Turner in the 11. He's going to have to pick a lane or hope they sort it out amongst themselves, because Brian Howland is only about 10 car lengths behind the race leader.
At one point, Jared Zimbardi was making his way towards the front, and now he's dropping back from the top two and beginning to fall into the clutches of Mitch Brown, who's running on the bottom lane in fourth, and he's beginning to catch the juice.
And Westbrook just had a problem between 3 and 4. Got that car out of shape. Brian Howland right up behind the 47. He'll look to the inside for the lead.
Howland was there, but Westbrook holds him off for the great run off of corner number 2. But Howland's right there and in deep traffic right now. Jamie Turner, Curtis Gartley right in the sights of Westbrook.
And Dylan Westbrook found another gear. He'll shoot between the slower cars trying to put them a lap down, but he couldn't get it done.
Westbrook dives low on Turner, gets by him. Now we'll work on the back end of his car owner, Glenn Stiers. Although Jamie Turner got back by him, and here comes Howland again. He'll run that middle groove right to the inside of Westbrook.
Howland trying to pull a slider on the 47 of Westbrook, but he could not get in front of him to make it work. But he has shown his presence a couple of times on the race leader. Westbrook knows he's got to pick up the pace.
This track surface is beginning to look like the 2015 Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. It's drying out, it's rubbering up, and that played into the favor of the 51. Let's see what he's got here. The big high five from Kyle McKenzie. 5 more circuits around.
Westbrook slides up in front of the boss, Glenn Stiers in the 0. Howland to the inside, still trying to work that bottom groove. Westbrook able to maintain momentum a little better, but Brian Howland stalking the number 47.
Westbrook right there with Howland in tow, and then it's a good distance back to Jared Zimbardi. So right now, Westbrook with 2 lap cars between he and Howland. It looks like this time by, it'll be 2 laps to go for the driver out of Scotland, Ontario.
2 more laps for Dylan Westbrook, back up on the cushion where he's run his best laps tonight. He's got Jacob Brown just in front of him. Brian Howland nearly half a straightaway behind with a lap and a half to go.
To the inside of Jake Brown goes Dylan Westbrook, down in 3 and 4, pinned right to the inside blocks. He'll work it off the corner to see the white flag. One more trip around for Dylan Westbrook.
The top 3 equally spread out. In fact, the top 5 spread out equally. Dylan Westbrook just has to get through 3 and 4 one final time.
Checkers fly, and the Patriot Sprint Tour win goes to Dylan Westbrook, the first of his career. Brian Howland comes home second. Jared Zimbardi will be third. Fourth is Mitch Brown. Fifth at the line will be Scott Kruder. Then it's Chris Steele, Mikey Krutchka, Jim Hoopin, and Corey Turner completing your top 10. So that will do it. We'll head down to Lucas Oil Products Victory Lane and talk with your winner, Dylan Westbrook.
Still plenty of racing left to come, race fans. 2 more feature events as Greg Callan heads down to Lucas Oil Products Victory Lane. He's going to talk with race winner Dylan Westbrook, second place finisher Brian Howland, and third place Jared Zimbardi.
A big shout out to Lone Wolf Fireworks, lighting up the sky here every Friday night. He's on the wing. Let's hear it for Dylan Westbrook. First career Patriot Sprint Tour win for DW Dylan Westbrook. Want to again thank Lone Wolf Fireworks for lighting up the sky. Highway 54 in Middleport. Check them out online and on Facebook. Lone Wolf Fireworks, the official firework provider of Ohsweken Speedway. Dylan Westbrook getting congratulations, getting unhooked from the helmet, the Hans device, and he ends up in Lucas Oil Products Victory Lane. Bring Dylan Westbrook in here, Dylan. Patriot Sprint Tour win. They don't get any bigger than that, especially when you look over there. And there's Brian Howland and Jared Zimbardi. You just beat the best of the best.
Yeah, we got a real good starting spot. Got to start second, tightened up the car a bunch, and then got a good start, got out front. And then after that caution, I seen 51 and 35 were behind me, so I knew I would have to pick it up a little bit. So kept on running my line, got around some lap traffic, and ended up getting the win.
Howland made a couple of dives on you. How much of them could you see? How much did you know he was there?
Well, I seen half his car. I just had to stay up top and just gas it up, and hopefully I got a good drive coming off.
Huge win in your career. Who would you like to thank?
Really got to thank Glenn supplying the car, crew, family, everyone who helps out and puts money into this.
There you have it, your winner of Victory Lane here. Dylan Westbrook picks up his first Patriot Sprint Tour win. We'll get in here and talk with Brian Howland. Brian, you've brought us some memorable moments over the years. A runner-up spot. You gave Dylan a run for his money, but just nothing there in the middle.
Yeah, you know, he was really good. He was a lot better off the corners than I was. So my only shot was lap traffic. I tried to throw a couple sliders at him, but I knew they just weren't going to clear, so I backed out. But, you know, hats off. His guys were just – that car is fast. That car is really fast. So they got something going, and, you know, hopefully this gives us a little bit of a tune-up for the Nationals. I don't know if we come up here again, but it'd be nice to. I love this place. I love coming up here. The fans are great. The track's always great. So, you know, if we don't get up here again, hopefully we take good notes.
There you have it. We love having him here. Flying Brian Howland. Let's hear it for him as we bring in the juice. Jared Zimbardi, third place for you. Maybe a frustrating third place. I don't know. It just looks like you couldn't find anything to catch that top two. And when you're on the podium, I guess, and you're frustrated, that's still a good thing that you know you're capable of winning.
Yeah, we've had better starts than that, but sometimes you just don't have enough, and here we just didn't quite have enough. These guys were fast in front of me, didn't make too many mistakes. I'd seen Brian and Dylan racing real close there. It was actually fun to watch. Was hoping I could get up there with them, but just didn't quite have enough.
The racing surface tonight give you anything that will work towards the Nationals? Because it looked pretty dry out there towards the end.
Yeah, toward the end it did, but it still got a lip up on the top. It still got some moisture on the bottom. I would love it if the Nationals had this much moisture in it. But we'll come back and see what we could do.
There you have it. Jared Zimberti comes home in third place, and that will wrap it up from Lucas Oil Products Victory Lane for the Patriot Sprint Tour. We'll be right back in just a moment.